Oh yes, if you're looking to get those coveted abs for beach season, we've got the beautiful Sonia Joss here. She's from Get Fit with Sonia, and she's got us covered. She's going to break down some of the myths that may be throwing off the pursuit for a six-pack. So let's begin with those myths.
So one of the most common things that I find with my clients is that people think that you can spot reduce from your belly. So they're like, you know, I love my hips and I love my curves, but I just want to get rid of that belly fat.
Like the Kim Kardashian
there
photos
you go, where you're just like itty bitty in there.
Yes.
Exactly. So you can't do that.
Okay.
If you want to get rid of fat from your belly, you need to get rid of fat head to toe.
Okay.
So an exercise that you can do that's really effective is actually what we call the plank.
Okay.
It burns calories, it works the body head to toe, and we're actually going to do a little demo right here. We've got the beautiful Megan.
Hi, Megan.
Who's doing crunches. We're going to switch over into a plank if that's okay.
So how do you properly do I find people do it so many different ways, even on this show.
Let's talk through form a little bit. So what we're going to do is we are going to make sure that our shoulders are stacked on top of our elbows. So we don't want to be too far forward, and we don't want to be too far back either. It's really that alignment where we've got that shoulder and elbow stacked right there.
There's also the hands I notice here are clasped together.
They can be clasped or they can be put on the floor flat.
Okay.
That's flexible. The other thing we want to make sure is that we don't have our hips in the air over here, so we've got a butt in the air situation.
Okay.
Or that we're dipping down and really kind of putting strain on that back. We want to be nice and even, a flat line, and if you're just starting out and that's uncomfortable, you can always do them from the knees. There we go.
Nice.
So that's still going to engage the core. You want to be breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth in a really controlled fashion. Start with 15 seconds, work your way up to 30, get yourself to a minute, and you will feel that burn.
Oh, wow. Great form, by the way.
She looks amazing, right?
Yeah, amazing.
There we go.
Literally imagine a flat coffee table.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Another myth.
Another myth is that you should be doing crunches till you're blue in the face. Crunches are not an effective exercise, primarily because A, we're not doing them right, and B, they're very targeted. So instead, we can be doing more effective ab exercises like a Russian twist.
What is that,
Megan, let's get into this lovely exercise here. A Russian twist is going to work the obliques. It's going to work that entire core. What you want to do is you want to really make sure that your shoulders are pulled back so you're not rolling in, and that you're really keeping yourself nice and open, and you're going to just rotate side to side.
How many of these would you do?
Again, I really like to do things interval style. So I would say put the timer on for 30 seconds and kind of work through it in a really nice and controlled fashion. Take a breather for 15 to 30 seconds and then go back at it again.
I see people do this with the ball.
So you can do it with a ball and you can do it with weights. What I would suggest is that you really work on form and technique first, making sure that you're not swinging. What can happen sometimes is when you're using a weight is really heavy and you start to kind of go concave and you start to kind of swing around.
Yeah.
But you'll see with Megan, she's keeping it super controlled.
For this and the plank, is Megan contracting her abs and her bum or no?
So not really the bum, but really it's keeping your shoulders back and keeping that back flat. That's going to make sure the entire core is engaged and contracted.
Great job, Meg. Next one.
So another myth is that you need to be working your abs out on the daily. People think that if you want ab definition, you need to be doing it every single day, otherwise you're not going to see abs. The reality of the situation is everybody's body is different. Some people need to be working out more, some people need to be working out less, and it also really depends on your diet.
Yeah.
So an exercise that's really effective is actually a mountain climber.
Okay.
Let's go into a mountain climber position.
Meg, aren't you tired yet? My gosh,
she can work out for hours.
Amazing.
So a mountain climber is a really great way to kind of get that body working on a daily basis if you want to.
Okay.
And what we're going to do here is we're going to tuck that knee in. We really want to make sure that the elbows are nice and soft, and that our body weight, again, is all in line. So we've got that shoulder stacked on top of the elbow, stacked on top of the wrist.
So soft elbows, do not lock.
Do not lock. And again, you'll see that she's not dipping down towards the floor or pushing that butt in the air. She's keeping it in a nice, even keel. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And if you're sassy and you're ready for it, you can pick up the pace.
Sassy time.
Sassy time.
Climb that mountain, Meg.
Cardio.
She'll be coming around when she comes.
So happy she's doing it and we're not.
Oh my gosh, seriously. She makes it look so easy and it's not.
It's not.
So how long would you do this for?
Same thing. Let's put the timer on for 30 seconds.
Okay.
Take a break for 30 seconds and bang it out 4 to 8 times.
Nice, nice. Next.
Next. Cardio, as we were just talking about, people think that in order to shed the fat, you need to do cardio first, get rid of that layer, and then focus on building muscle, when that's really not the case. When you build muscle, you really elevate the metabolism and help your body burn calories even when you're not working out.
Okay.
So a great thing that you can do is actually flutter kicks. What we're gonna do is we're gonna lie back down on our back. It's a little bit more advanced, but there are beginner techniques that you can do. We're gonna lie back down. Arms are gonna go towards the ceiling. And we're just gonna lift the legs up to about 45-degree angles, making sure that we're really contracting the back into the mat. You really don't wanna have that arch. If you've got an arch, then you know that you're gonna be putting a bit of a strain on that back.
Yep.
And we're gonna keep it nice and controlled, just fluttering those legs. If you're a beginner and you find this challenging, instead you can lift the legs up a little bit more, keep them bent. Again, making sure the back is nice and flat. And we go over and over.
At Get Fit with Sonia for more information, breakfasttelevision.ca. Okay,
let's do it. Let's plank
I've
together.
worn my jeans for you today. 15 seconds, you say, or 30?
30. Let's do 30.
All right, and right now we're going to throw things over to a commercial break. Great, so you don't have to catch me when I fall in 10 seconds. More BT right after this.